This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We often hear about the red flags we should avoid, but what if we focused more on looking for green flags in friends and partners? If you're not sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify green flags, actively practice them in your relationships, and embody the green flag energy yourself. Whether you're dating, married, building a friendship, or just working on yourself, it's time to form relationships that love you back. You listen to this podcast, so you know I am a huge advocate for therapy. I think everyone should be having some, especially now, and especially the people that think they don't need it. You, my friend, you probably need it the most. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties and easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. I love how easy BetterHelp makes it to get professional counseling. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/ratchet today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ratchet. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I've always wanted to be a poet. So I was excited to see Amanda Gorman has a class all about it on Masterclass. With Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. Masterclass is the only streaming platform where you can learn and grow with over 200 of the world's best. For just $10 a month billed annually, a membership with Masterclass gets you unlimited access to every instructor. And you can access Masterclass on your phone, computer, smart TV, or even audio mode. I'm currently taking Amanda Gorman's class to learn the fundamentals of poetry, but there's so much more. You can bring your dream home to life on any budget with Joanna Gaines. Improve your physical and mental well-being with leading gut and brain health experts. And turn your passion into achievements with cultural icon Martha Stewart. And the classes really make a difference. 88% of members feel that Masterclass has made a positive impact on their lives. I've been taking Masterclass for years. Before I could afford to go to TV classes, I learned the fundamentals of TV writing from Masterclass. Every new Masterclass membership comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So don't wait another moment to start your learning journey with Masterclass. Right now, our listeners get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/ratchet. That's 15% off at masterclass.com/ratchet. Masterclass.com/ratchet. It's me or everything seems more expensive now. The last thing I want is credit card debt. Enter the Chime Credit Builder card. This is a secured card with no annual fees, and you can build credit with money you set aside and avoid interest or expensive debt. Plus, you can get access to MyPay and get up to $500 of your pay before payday with no mandatory fees. Start building credit with your everyday purchases and regular on-time payments, all with no annual fees, interest, or credit check at chime.com/ratchet. There are countless benefits to having better credit, including family vacations or unexpected expenses or lower rates on loans like for a car or for a home. I love Chime Credit Builder card because of the access. With this card, you get access to 50,000 fee-free ATMs, which is more than the top 3 national banks combined. And you can easily find one near you with the Chime app. Turn your everyday purchases into steps toward your financial goals with Chime's secure credit card. Get started today at chime.com/ratchet. That's chime.com/ratchet. Chime feels like progress. The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp Bank North America or Stride Bank North America. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and OTC advance fees may apply. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. MyPay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range $20 to $500. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those who don't identify as either, you are listening to Ratchet and Respectable. We start this episode with some not great news. I didn't hear anything about it. It just popped on my timeline today, and I was like, wait, what? A week ago, Mama Wallace, Voletta Wallace, Biggie's mama, she passed away. Age 78, according to the coroner, she died of natural causes. She's one of those, like, everybody's mama kind of mama, Mama Wallace, Mama Tina, Mama Combs. Different people relate to different kind of mamas. She's one of those very public mamas who's been very outspoken about various issues over the years. The last time I think I heard from her, she was condemning Diddy after the video of him beating the brakes off Cassie at that elevator bank when that came out. Yeah, she loved her son. I mean, that's to state the obvious. She did good in preserving his legacy after his I was gonna say untimely demise, but that's like for people who don't get murdered at like 24, 25. Like that's I remember where I was the day I heard Biggie was murdered. I was in college, but I was still a teenager, maybe 18. I think it was my sophomore year. It didn't strike me how young he was at the time because 24, 25 to a teenager seems like a real adult. And it hits me in waves over the years of how very young he was. Like he and Tupac were kids. And I think about that sometimes. Like they never really got a chance to grow up. Because at 25, you barely know what you're doing. Like, is your frontal lobe even fully developed? No. People say things to kind of make sense of death, and it's just hard to make sense of. But I hope she's in a better place. I hope if there's an afterlife that she gets to see her son again. She loved that boy, as she should. It's his mother. Also, in not great news, I don't watch, in general, reality TV for a variety of reasons. You know how I feel about that shit. It's impossible to avoid the juggernaut, especially being from Maryland, the juggernaut that is Real Housewives of Potomac, particularly the Grande Dame of the show. I've literally never watched a single episode. I know people who are on the show personally to varying degrees. I'm not super close to anybody, but like we know each other socially, see each other out all the time. That's fine. But obviously, I know who Karen Hooger is. She's been in the news for all the wrong reasons over the last, let me say, year or so. She caught a DUI. Let me rephrase that. Last March, she drove drunk and she crashed her vehicle. I'm reading this on USA Today. They describe the accident as, quote, she crossed a median and struck street signs. You gotta be real fucked up. I saw also I couldn't watch the whole thing. I saw the police footage when they were taking her into the station. She was trying to like name drop on some like, don't you know who I am? And I'm like, ma'am, that makes it even worse. She was so fucked up. Like, even if you weren't driving, to drink in excess, it's one thing to do it at 20 something when you're still trying to like, figure out your liquor limit. But she's a very, very grown lady. To drink in excess, just period, not even and get behind the wheel of a car. Something's going on in your life. You got issues that you need working out and you're trying to drown them in a bottle. Seeing her so outside of herself versus, the Grande Dame image. She got her face redone. Good work. Money well spent. But I follow some of the people that dress her or do her hair. Like she comes across as a woman who wants to be perceived as well put together. So just to see like the contrast of who she presents and then who she also can be in her worst moments, it was very sad. I didn't like seeing her that way. Like I couldn't watch it. But in December, Huger, 61, she was found guilty of DUI, driving under the influence, negligent driving, failure to control speed to avoid a collision, and failure to notify of a change in address. I guess what was on her license didn't match her actual address. I don't know. She was sentenced a couple days ago to 2 years in jail with 1 year of the sentence suspended, meaning she will serve 1 year in jail. That's sad. In addition to her time in jail, still reading this on USA Today, she faces $2,900 in fines, no driving at all for a year after release, and 5 years of supervised probation upon release with an interlock device on her car. That's the car breathalyzer. That's that's a lot. I definitely have sympathy for her. Like, I don't take any delight in seeing a Black woman, 60 some odd years old, going to jail. I think she got real problems to be that fucked up like that. She needs help. I think that's clear to anybody who watched even just a smidgen of that police video with her. But also, this is her fourth DUI. I feel like the sentence is appropriate. And probably they would have gone harder on her if she wasn't a celebrity and wasn't, 61 years old and a woman. You can't be out here doing that. You can't be out here getting fucked up and driving 4 times. And that's just the time she got caught. It's not like every time she got fucked up, the police caught her. Like, man, maybe she can get the treatment that she needs while she's in jail. I wish that whatever was going on with her, she had addressed before it came to this. Like, this is bottoming out. This is a rock bottom. Going from being on like literally a hit TV show to going to jail for a DUI. I feel for her. I do. But also, ma'am, reality TV, I can say this because I've done other kinds of TV, takes a unique toll on the psyche. It's like living in a pseudo reality. One of the things they would always say when we were doing a scene, like they would literally click that black and white board for like the sound check. And then they'd be like, okay, let's make great TV. It was very much like we have expectations of you to perform for us. Unless you're a really grounded person, which you're usually not if you have a desire to be on reality TV. I say that self-included. It's really hard not to get caught up. And then when you go from reality to alternate reality, like everybody can't ping back and forth. It's difficult for most people unless you're like a borderline sociopath. I don't know Karen Huger. I've literally never met her. I don't ever remember being in the same room with her. I have no context for why she makes the choices that she's made. I just know reality TV, and I know it's a mind fuck. And whatever else you got going on, being on TV and living in that weird pseudo reality doesn't help it. Also in trash news, I swear this is the last thing. Is it? We talked about the federal workers last week and how they doing it bad. I was watching a video today of the USAID offices. Like, they just shut down the whole office. People overseas are dying and suffering left and right. The money that USAID was providing around the world for things like HIV medication or food in some cases, they just shut off the aid with no notice, no way to give people alternatives to figure out how to get their medication elsewhere, how to get food elsewhere, an alert for some other organization to step in the gap so that people didn't suffer. It was just one day it's on, one day it's off. And that's for people around the world. But the US aid people, they told them they ain't got no job no more. And then today they gave them 15 minutes to go to the offices and get their shit and get the fuck out. I'm like, you're treating them like they're criminals, like they did something wrong, as opposed to, people who worked for the federal government, which I emphasized over and over and over last week. A lot of these people, especially like the USA folks, are real like do-gooder types. And they would make a whole lot more probably working at a nonprofit, running a nonprofit even. And they decided to work for the federal government. They wanted to help. And you look at the people walking out of the office, they're mostly young folks that, look like the hippie type, just want to go save the world and do some good for humanity. It's sad. You don't treat people like that. You want to close the offices. You want to shrink the workforce. You want to, make changes. There's a way to eliminate jobs, fire folks, call it what it is. But there's a way to still let people go with notice, one, so they can figure out something else. They can at least try to find another job because folks got bills, rent, mortgage, whatever, kids, daycare, tuition, taxes. Not that I expected the current administration to do any better, but it's still sad to see. Nevertheless, I felt sad when I saw it. You don't treat people like that. You just don't. I also saw they're getting rid of the trans folk in the military. They said they would give waivers to certain people, but right now they're asking the higher ups to identify who's trans. I think they said it was about 15,000 people. When you sign up for the military, you are literally signing up to put your life on the line in some capacity. Like it's always on the table, whether you get assigned like, front lines or something or whatever else. Like it's always an option. Do you know how fucking bigoted, transphobic? I don't. There's got to be a word that's stronger than that. Evil, perhaps. You have to be to tell someone, thank you for being willing to risk your life. I'm such a fucking hater. I'm such a fucking evil person. I am so horrified, disgusted, whatever by you that I don't even want you to risk your life in defense of our country. I ain't got no problem with the trans folk being there. I ain't doing it. I'm not signing up. I'm not going to war. But like, people signed up to put their lives on the line, and then like you're telling them like, no, that is a level of hatred and bigotry and evil that I cannot comprehend. We need some good news. I've been wearing Honeylove products for years. They recently launched the Cross Flex bra. It's designed to support you all day in and out of your workout routine. I love it. Honeylove bras are supportive and wire-free thanks to bonding technology that lifts without underwire. I know that I deserve a bra that's lightweight and comfortable without sacrificing support. That's why I wear Honeylove. Honeylove also has amazing shapewear that is designed to move with you. So say goodbye to pesky shapewear that rolls down as soon as you hit the dance floor. Not with Honeylove. Honeylove shapewear uses targeted compression to enhance your curves instead of squeezing them. It's designed to work with your body, not against it. And one of the things that I absolutely love, there are many. Honeylove shapewear is just as easy to get off as it is to get on. And it's made with a convenient opening in the panty area for super easy bathroom trips. Treat yourself to the best bras and shapewear on the market. Save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/ratchet. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off. Honeylove.com/ratchet to find your perfect fit. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Elevate your comfort, elevate your style with Honeylove. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I've always wanted to be a poet. So I was excited to see Amanda Gorman has a class all about it on Masterclass. With Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. Masterclass is the only streaming platform where you can learn and grow with over 200 of the world's best. For just $10 a month billed annually, a membership with Masterclass gets you unlimited access to every instructor. And you can access Masterclass on your phone, computer, smart TV, or even audio mode. I'm currently taking Amanda Gorman's class to learn the fundamentals of poetry, but there's so much more. You can bring your dream home to life on any budget with Joanna Gaines. Improve your physical and mental well-being with leading gut and brain health experts. And turn your passion into achievements with cultural icon Martha Stewart. And the classes really make a difference. 88% of members feel that Masterclass has made a positive impact on their lives. I've been taking Masterclass for years. Before I could afford to go to TV classes, I learned the fundamentals of TV writing from Masterclass. Every new Masterclass membership comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So don't wait another moment to start your learning journey with Masterclass. Right now, our listeners get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/ratchet. That's 15% off at masterclass.com/ratchet. Masterclass.com/ratchet. Don Lemon is becoming our new Tyrese. Like in a healthy, we really love him way. Don Lemon with coins, without corporate, the best Don Lemon. He and Megyn Kelly, we talked about this last week, have been going back and forth. Megyn says some slick shit about Joy Reid getting fired. Don Lemon loves Joy Reid. That's like his bestie. So he clapped back at Megyn. He's told her to go fuck herself. Megyn decided, I don't even know what she said back to Don, but Don had enough. He also has more. I was like, I hope Megyn learns her lesson. Dawn responded back to Megyn like, hey, you worrying too much about me. What you need to do is tell your husband to stop looking at my husband across the room. It's weird. Not telling a lady to tell her husband to stop eye fucking my husband. Ma'am, Don ain't right for that. Don ain't right. I hope Megyn knows. End it. You can't win this war. End it. Don will embarrass you. He will annihilate you. And all you got is white woman tears. Don Lemon is hurting your feelings and will continue to. You cannot win this war. Remember that Cat Williams interview with the DJ, the radio host, Wanda? She was just like picking at him, picking at him, picking at him. And he told that lady, only one of us has on $12 worth of jewelry. Like, at that moment, she should have known, stop. This man got a mouth on him and he don't have no limits. At some point, you got to be like, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. You just got to know, because he annihilated that woman's career. Her career was never the same after that. And then he started making jokes about you can go to the gas station for the high price of $1.99. Stop, stop, stop. You got it, bruh. You got it, bruh. I went too far. You got it, bruh. She didn't stop. As much as I am enjoying this, I need Megyn Kelly to stop for her own sake. She probably won't. We tried to tell her. That man is ruining her happy home, because you know she's going to be looking at her husband now. Especially if they in the room with Dawn and his husband. She'll be staring at her husband's face, trying to see if he's trying to look over at Dawn's husband. Tell your husband to stop looking at my husband across the room. It's weird. Oh, Dawn. Oh, Dawn. We do actually have good Black news. Black women in Hollywood, Essence Black Women in Hollywood. It's award season in LA. I didn't go out this year. But Black women in Hollywood, the actual show, the actual ceremony is airing, I think they said on YouTube on Monday. I'm going to go ahead and guess that's like on the Essence like official site. I feel like it used to air on TV. Like they had a network deal. I don't remember what network though. But it's coming on YouTube, accessible to all. They honored Marla Gibbs, the Marla Gibbs. I know Marla Gibbs from like 227, but then also there's Marla Gibbs from Florence, from the Jeffersons. But she's been in like 50 million things. I mean, she is. Remember she was on Scandal? Her girlfriend got killed. And she was like trying to find a Black lady, i.e. Kerry Washington, to find out what happened to her girlfriend. You remember that? I don't know why those random things just stick in my head. Tiana Taylor, she was honored. She looked beautiful. Oh my God, she looked so beautiful. Wait, who else was honored? Cynthia Riva, and then Ra'amala Muhammad. Who is Muhammad? She's the creator and showrunner of Reasonable Doubt. We love Reasonable Doubt. Good for her. Also, ABFF honors just happened. Didn't Marla Gibbs get honored there too? I'm not mad. I'm not hating at all. Aunjanue Ellis Taylor, we love her. I love her. She and Sterling K. Brown could do no wrong. Giancarlo Esposito, that man been fine. Big Brother Almighty, Excellence in Art Award. He's still fine. He got to be in his 60s now. He been fine his whole entire life. Keke Palmer got the Renaissance Award. Good for her. And then Marla Gibbs. Yes, I thought she was honored for both. Hollywood Legacy Award. Yes, give Madame her flowers while she could still smell them. Yes, yes, yes. And then Aaron Pierre also got an award. You know, he went up on stage to get his award. Damn, Black people, they gonna start singing Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, at the damn award show. I love us. Something's wrong with us, but I love us. Wait, there was something else. I want to say like Uptown Honors also just happened. Oh, I'm mad I missed this one. Method Man and Blair Underwood were honored. Oh, I'm so mad I missed this one. Also, Omar Dorsey, Hollywood. You know who Hollywood is. And Alphonse Nicholson, Little Murder. Where's that show? I interviewed Nico, Uncle Clifford, last July, and they were shooting the show. I'm like, they not still shooting? Where's the show at? I've been waiting on season 3 of this show. Season 2 came out. I remember watching it when I left for Ghana. What is the holdup? It's a hit show. I love that show. I love Little Murder. Did anybody else get honored? Those 4 are just fine. I felt like they usually have a really big lineup. Let me see if I can find a picture of Method Man from the actual award show. Oh, the theme was honoring Black men in film and television. Okay, all right, okay. I'm not complaining. In no ways whatsoever at all am I complaining. Oh, here's a picture of Method Man. Is that velvet? It is velvet. He has on a velvet. Is it a blazer? Is it a smoking jacket? Let's go with blazer. It's got like a tuck satin thing going on. but his pants are not tuxedo pants. The pants don't really look like they match the jacket. He's on a turtleneck. It's a lot happening here, but he's fine. Blair Underwood has on like a red plaid suit with like a gray and white plaid vest underneath. I do shit like that, but I don't think he killed it. But his face card never declines, never declines. Okay, congratulations to the men folk. They look beautiful. Alphonse Taylor did good by him. He got a little bow tie on. He's cute. He's a cutie. All right, all right, all right. All right, congratulations, gentlemen. Good for the men. They need some love. Men need love too. Speaking of Hollywood, there's a new documentary coming out. I just saw it. I saw the trailer for it on Taraji's page. Taraji, like I know her. I mean, she is my DMV sister, but Taraji P. Henson. She posted the trailer. It's a new documentary, 2-part, coming out on Apple March 28th, I think. So we got a ways to go. But it's called Top of the Call Sheet. It's a who's who of Black Hollywood. The trailer included Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, Idris Elba, Whoopi Goldberg, Kevin Hart, Will Smith, Octavia Spencer, Halle Berry, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, Angela Bassett. Oh, this was filmed a while ago because Denzel is really small now. He posted a picture on Instagram the other day. He was getting a haircut. Like he's frail. Michael B. Jordan, Alfre Woodard, Gabrielle Sidibe. I'm not even naming everybody. These are just the people that are popping up on the screen. Daniel Kaluuya, i.e. Blue Blanket. I gotta say that because my mama don't know his name. She listened to the podcast. She's like, who? Viola, Megan, as in good. Wesley Snipes, Jernee Smollett, Gabrielle Union. Oh yeah, this was a while ago because Whoopi's face is still full. Dwayne Johnson, Ice Cube, Martin Lawrence. Everyone and their mother is in this documentary. Coming to Apple TV March 28th. I cannot wait. Somebody send me a screener, please. If you send me a screener, I'll review it. I told you I'm restarting my YouTube. I told you I actually saw the picture of Denzel and Rocky together on set with Spike Lee. Remember we were talking about ASAP being found not guilty? And I was like, oh, here are all the projects that he has coming down the pipeline. And one of them was like him and Denzel. Spike Lee just posted a picture. It says 3 the Hard Way. And it's him, Denzel, and Rocky. So it's happening. We just don't know when. Oh, Spike, give us a date. Give us a date. Do we have anything else? Oh, I'm so sick of talking about this nigga. Eric Adams is showing his natural black ass. Oh no, this is good news. Before we get to Eric Adams. Eric Adams is our new Tyrese. It's the same person in a different body. Equally as annoying. We'll talk about him in a minute. So we can talk about Gayle, who doesn't like to be called auntie, but Gayle King, who just turned 70. Gayle King is going to space. Like, for real. Like, she's headed to space. There is a Blue Origin flight comprised of all women that is launching this spring. And so Gayle, Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, Bezos, his chick, NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowe, beautiful black chick. I saw her on the red carpet. I was like, oh, is she a singer? Is she an actress? Is she a model? She's a literal rocket scientist who's about to be an astronaut. Civil rights activist Amanda Nugent and film producer Carrie Ann Flynn. They are all going to space this spring. This is the 11th human flight for Blue Origin's New Shepard program. I'm not familiar with this. I'm reading this on CBS News. It says 52 people have already experienced traveling to space, 62 miles above the Earth. Previous passengers include William Shatner and Jeff Bezos, founder of both Blue Origin and Amazon. Oh, wait, is this like the penis that went to space? You know what I'm talking about. Like the spaceship that looked like the penis and everybody was like, they sent a dick to space? Yes, that's what this is. Okay. And that explains why Lauren Sanchez is on this flight, because Jeff Bezos owns it. I was excited about it until I saw it was Bezos. Bezos has lost his mind. He just told the opinion section of the Washington Post that they can only post like 2 types of opinion stories. He was like, yeah, people online have a lot of opinions. And so every day we're going to post something about like free liberty, free something. I'll look it up in a second. But I was like, sir, you are destroying journalism. The owner of the paper is going to tell, like, what the opinions of the paper should be? And the Washington Post at that, he went and bought, like, I don't know, this, like, hyper liberal paper to try to turn it into, like, a MAGA mouthpiece? Sir, why didn't you just go buy the Washington Times? It was right there. But I guess it's intentionally to silence the Washington Post. These are very scary times. This shit with the press is... I'm scrolling further down this CBS article. Gayle says she is terrified and excited at the same time. She says, like how I felt about to deliver a baby. Gayle. And she said the opportunity to go to space represents a new chapter in her life. She says, I thought I wanted to open myself up to new adventures and step out of my comfort zone. She also says that she consulted with her kids and Oprah before committing to the mission. She says, I thought Oprah would say, no, no. She said, I think if you don't do it, when they all come back and you had the opportunity to do it, you will be kicking yourself. Would she not have done it if Oprah said no? Their relationship is... I got a bestie. I got the same bestie since I was 12. Like, we talk. Like, I speak to her about things, but, like, I don't necessarily consult her about, like, every move I make in my life. Whatever. Gayle says, quote, this was never my dream. And somebody said, maybe you need to have new dreams, Gayle. So Gayle is going to space. I wish it was on somebody else's ship just because I'm no fan of Bezos, but Gayle in space. You ever heard this song called by Gil Scott-Heron called Whitey's on the Moon? Google it when you have a chance. It's I haven't listened to this song in forever. It's very apropos. It's like from the 70s. But it's basically a list of like everything that's going wrong with America. And he said, but Whitey's on the moon. It says, a rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon. I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon. 10 years from now, I'll be paying still while Whitey's on the moon. The man just upped my rent last night because Whitey's on the moon. No hot water, no toilets, no lights, but Whitey's on the moon. The whole song goes on and on like that. Like, you see where this is going. Wait, let me find the Bezos thing I mentioned. Oh, I'm reading this on NPR. They note that Bezos' changes at the Washington Post lead to mass subscription cancellations again. It says more than 75,000 digital subscribers to the Washington Post have canceled since its owner, billionaire Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, announced on Wednesday that he would radically overhaul the paper's opinion pages to reflect libertarian priorities and to exclude opposing points of view. His announcement led to the immediate resignation of the opinion editor, David Shipley. It said he had vainly sought to persuade Bezos to drop the plans, according to a person with direct knowledge. They reached out to Shipley for comment, no comment. Oh, let's see. He told the opinion section that they would only write about personal liberties and free markets. He says, we'll cover other topics too. Any viewpoint opposing personal liberties and free markets will be left to be published by others. Bezos continued, this is in writing, in the age of the internet, a newspaper no longer must provide a broad-based opinion section that seeks to cover all views. You just made that up. No actual journalist. He is not a journalist. He owns a newspaper, but he's not a journalist. The staff and senior news editors and the executive editor of the Post was so alarmed, he had to assure the staff on Monday morning that Bezos did not want to interfere with actual news coverage, which is separate from the opinion section. He sent a memo to the full newsroom saying that they should continue to report without fear or favor. For now. Eric Adams. This won't take long. I hate talking about him. He pisses me off so bad. Eric Adams, as of today, right now, like Friday at 12:58 p.m., and he said this dumb shit 2 days ago. Eric Adams' charges, his federal charges, the charges outlined in that long-ass indictment, still hold. He still has federal charges against him. The judge did not dismiss his charges. It's me or everything seems more expensive now. The last thing I want is credit card debt. Enter the Chime Credit Builder card. This is a secured card with no annual fees, and you can build credit with money you set aside and avoid interest or expensive debt. Plus, you can get access to MyPay and get up to $500 of your pay before payday with no mandatory fees. Start building credit with your everyday purchases and regular on-time payments, all with no annual fees, interest, or credit check at chime.com/ratchet. There are countless benefits to having better credit, including family vacations or unexpected expenses or lower rates on loans like for a car or for a home. I love Chime Credit Builder card because of the access. With this card, you get access to 50,000 fee-free ATMs, which is more than the top 3 national banks combined. And you can easily find one near you with the Chime app. Turn your everyday purchases into steps toward your financial goals with Chime's secure credit card. Get started today at chime.com/ratchet. That's chime.com/ratchet. Chime feels like progress. The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp Bank North America or Stride Bank North America. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and OTC advance fees may apply. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. MyPay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range $20 to $500. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We often hear about the red flags we should avoid, but what if we focused more on looking for green flags in friends and partners? If you're not sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify green flags, actively practice them in your relationships, and embody the green flag energy yourself. Whether you're dating, married, building a friendship, or just working on yourself, it's time to form relationships that love you back. You listen to this podcast, so you know I am a huge advocate for therapy. I think everyone should be having some, especially now, and especially the people that think they don't need it. You, my friend, you probably need it the most. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties and easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. I love how easy BetterHelp makes it to get professional counseling. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/ratchet today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ratchet.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. From your morning podcast to your afternoon playlist, State Farm knows you personalize your entire day, and that's why State Farm helps you personalize your insurance with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It offers coverage options that help protect what you care about most at an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Eric Adams gave this speech the other day saying he's been persecuted and comparing himself to Jesus. I'm like, nigga, are you serious? He is. And on top of that, he, as the mayor of New York City, is giving these speeches and he's talking about the Negroes who are trying to get rid of him. And I'm like, what? Like, we call each other Negroes and say slick shit. Like, in Cookout Company, you don't be getting on the goddamn TV saying that shit. He did. Let me see if I can find the actual audio of it. Because he said that dumb shit. And I was like, did he really say that shit?
This is a biblical moment. When Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God, forgive them.
I need to ask this man, did you read your own indictment? Because I read it. I read your indictment. Did you read it? Because there are transcripts. Your assistant went and downloaded some encryption app literally on the App Store on her iPhone. And y'all were texting and emailing back and forth via this encryption. that y'all thought that the U.S. government would not be able to decode. And when they decoded your messages, they found extensive conversation about a criminal conspiracy. Comparing yourself to Jesus like you are being unfairly persecuted instead of a nigga that got caught committing criminal conspiracies who stole millions of dollars from your own constituents of New York City. You out here comparing yourself to Jesus? Jesus, nigga? Look. You facing years in jail. I understand you doing what you can to keep your black ass out. I don't agree with it. I think you've gone too far, getting into bed with the Fuhrer, letting these folks run up all through your city and steal the immigrants and do God knows what with them. Human trafficking, slavery, that's what's on the horizon. How dare you compare yourself to my Lord and Savior? How dare you? That shit is blasphemous. How fucking dare you? People are holding your feet to the fire because you made a deal with the devil. And you were walking around comparing yourself to Jesus. People are holding your feet to the fire because you stole millions of dollars from your constituents. You are not being persecuted, sir. You are being held accountable for your criminal shit. Kind of, because the courts are on the fence. The new administration, they trying to help you out of it in exchange for your soul, sir. You're going to be up under them white people like you straight up enslaved. It really would behoove you to just go on through the justice system and let them have their way with you, because at least whatever they get, you'll be out in like 7 to 10. This new administration going Kunta Kinte to Toby your ass. Black woman to black man. Sir, you in danger. And not just because you playing with Jesus' name, but also because of that. You got a lot of strikes against you right now. It would behoove you, for your own sake, the sake of your freedom and the sake of your soul, to leave Jesus' name out of this. Call on Jesus for help. But comparing yourself to Jesus, because folks are rightly calling you out on the criminal shit that you did, this nigga got a lot of nerve. He got the audacity of a mediocre white man. I'll give him that. That don't work out well for black people, though. Never has. So many have tried. So many have failed. Okay, Toby. That's the episode. In the coming weeks, we will have changes, and I will have to inform you about those at a later time. I'll be back. That's as much as I can say for now. So I hope that you will continue to stick around for the journey. I think we're going exciting places, but it may be, different from what you're accustomed to. So that's that. And we'll talk hopefully next week. Okay? And if not, then the week after for sure, for certain. Okay? Don't be worried. I'm not. Change is good. Until we speak again, bye. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I've always wanted to be a poet. So I was excited to see Amanda Gorman has a class all about it on Masterclass. With Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. Masterclass is the only streaming platform where you can learn and grow with over 200 of the world's best. For just $10 a month billed annually, a membership with Masterclass gets you unlimited access to every instructor. And you can access Masterclass on your phone, computer, smart TV, or even audio mode. I'm currently taking Amanda Gorman's class to learn the fundamentals of poetry, but there's so much more. You can bring your dream home to life on any budget with Joanna Gaines. Improve your physical and mental well-being with leading gut and brain health experts. And turn your passion into achievements with cultural icon Martha Stewart. And the classes really make a difference. 88% of members feel that Masterclass has made a positive impact on their lives. I've been taking Masterclass for years. Before I could afford to go to TV classes, I learned the fundamentals of TV writing from Masterclass. Every new Masterclass membership comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So don't wait another moment to start your learning journey with Masterclass. Right now, our listeners get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/ratchet. That's 15% off at masterclass.com/ratchet. Masterclass.com/ratchet. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We often hear about the red flags we should avoid, but what if we focused more on looking for green flags in friends and partners? If you're not sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify green flags, actively practice them in your relationships, and embody the green flag energy yourself. Whether you're dating, married, building a friendship, or just working on yourself, it's time to form relationships that love you back. You listen to this podcast, so you know I am a huge advocate for therapy. I think everyone should be having some, especially now, and especially the people that think they don't need it. You, my friend, you probably need it the most. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties and easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. I love how easy BetterHelp makes it to get professional counseling. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/ratchet today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ratchet.